Welcome back, everybody. We are in a lovely Stockton, California. Beautiful day in American Truck Simulator. Sun is shining. 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We're about to pick up a load of propane from our good friends at Gallon Oil Company. We're going to haul that down to someplace called El Centro. I'm not sure if I've been to El Centro yet in the game. Parking brake on, better disengage that. Pick up our load here. Parked in the usual spot. Should be fairly easy to hook up to the trailer here. Again, we are driving our well-worn Kenworth W900. Got 3 of them now. Assume my 2 other drivers are out doing their thing, out on duty, working really hard. Both those ladies are pulling in some money for the Game-Block Trucking Company. Game-Block Trucking Company, rather. Let's take a look here, and whoa, I want to look up at the roof. There we go. We got to hook up to, oh, he's kind of wedged back in there. It's a shorter trailer than the one right next to it. Let's see if we can go ahead and maneuver this thing up without having to cheat. Turn that thing off so I can kind of look. A couple of times I've had to cheat. Since I turned my mirror off, I've had trouble hooking up to the loads. The right mirror, rather. But I'm going for that realism, you know. So a couple of times I've had to cheat and go to the overhead view to get wedged in here. But we're going to see if we can do it without doing that today. Like, legit. There we go. Key to hook up. Take her out of reverse. Start off in second gear. Let's hit the road. Take a look at distances. 601 miles, 15 hours, and 38 minutes to get us to El Centro. Hopefully we get there nice and safe. We don't want to damage the load at all. We want to earn some money. $29,000 at the moment. So that's, we're trending the right direction after buying the 3rd truck, hiring the 3rd driver, upgraded the engine in my original truck, so hopefully our good friend Tina T, who was the first driver I ever hired for the Game-Block Trucking Company, outside of myself, of course, hopefully she can pull in some more money with a little more horsepower. She currently has the engine that has 500 horsepower, while me and Stephanie, my 3rd driver, the newest driver to the fleet, have the 455 horsepower Cummins, I think it is, or Caterpillar, I can't remember which. It doesn't matter. Hang a left up here. Now, this is the first time I've played American Truck Simulator since they did a software upgrade. I'm not entirely sure what changed here. I've already seen one change on the drive over, which I'll show you guys, which is pretty cool. But outside of that, I'm not sure exactly what was upgraded. Hopefully they upgraded the traffic AI a little bit, because there's a couple of spots in this game where you can sit at a red light for 15 minutes, and it's just not fun. Alright, we're going to get up to speed here. Looks like we got to merge left here. Got a truck coming up behind us, but he's going to let us in. He understands, like, rules of the road. Respect your fellow truckers. He knows what it's like. He's been in the same situation. And we're rolling. Now, we're almost to the point here where I can show you the one change that I've noticed up to this point, and that has to do with one of the more annoying aspects of American Truck Simulator, and that's getting traffic tickets. Now, you see I've just gone over the speed limit just now. I'm going 57 miles an hour. Do you see how in my GPS thing, how it turned red? It's kind of given me, it's like they put radar detectors on there. Oh crap, I gotta get over here. Nobody's coming, we're good to go. Just too focused on the new feature there to, wasn't really paying attention to what I'm doing here. There's Stockton, we gotta go that direction. We've been to Stockton a couple of times. I should have probably gone there, I wasn't really prepped, but I mean, it's kind of a cool new feature. I don't know what else they changed. That's the only one I've noticed so far. But literally, I just booted the computer up and drove over to pick up this load. And we're waiting, and we're waiting. Look at all that traffic, guys. Look at all that traffic. Look at that sweet truck I've got right now, too. I love this truck. This is definitely one that we're going to keep in the fleet for a while. Hey, how come I didn't get the green light? Am I going to get a red light violation if I go that direction? Probably. Maybe that's one of the changes they made. Maybe I'm going to get the green left turn protection arrow. We're going to see right now. You got to be kidding me. Come on, dude. That's not cool. Somebody's honking at me. Yeah, I don't blame you, dude, but what am I supposed to do? Look at, I got to get going here. Everybody's backed up. Pretty cool trailer to the right of me there. Yeah, I'm going. There we go. How about that? That's another new feature they added. They didn't have protection arrows. I never noticed it before, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, that guy can chill out now. So yeah, just like that, my wish was fulfilled. They've fixed some of the traffic stuff. Good to know the crew at SCS Software has been paying attention to what we request. Man, I really got up to speed there. I got to watch that. We do not need a ticket right now. We got to make some money. Got to get out of town here. We can get on the interstate. We can open this big cat diesel up. We're getting so close to unlocking some more cool trucks. Every time you level up, you unlock more of the upgrades and stuff. But man, I want to unlock some of these big trucks that are available. I think a lot of trucks unlock at level 20. I think I'm currently at level 15. So I mean, we're getting close. Takes 2-3 loads delivered without damage to get upgraded. So I mean, it's just a kind of a bit of a grind, but I mean, it's fun, man. I love this game. Let's get out here. We're going to open this big engine up. A little overhead view while we're going slow. I think I can cancel the turn signal. Man, that's a sharp looking truck. I love the paint scheme on this. There was one that had a little more like special effects and stuff on it. The paint scheme I'm talking about, of course, but it was too gaudy. I thought it was too much. This is a nice balance between being a little bit of flashy, but without being like over the top. Over the top. Speaking of that, I wonder if they added like an arm wrestling mini game to the game with this upgrade. That'd be pretty cool. I doubt that happened though. All right, cruise control is set at 56, 57 miles an hour. Traffic is blowing right by us, but you know, we're not going to worry about that. If we're going to go straight through LA, if we're going to go around it, hopefully around it, we don't want to have to slow down. 530 miles left to go. We're definitely going to have to stop and rest at some point. Should be good on fuel. See, it's starting to turn twilight here as the sun's going down. I really feel like that's one of the game's strengths, is the changing of the passage of time. You know, particularly sunset and sunrise are really pretty. I still haven't ran across any rain, though. I've put 21 hours into the game, and it hasn't rained yet. I know it does rain. I've been told it can rain, and I've seen video of it raining, but I don't know what the hell I'm doing wrong, if I got to add like a mod or something or what, but I want to see it rain, man. Make it rain. Make it rain. I've been trying to drive more with the HUD turned off, just to add to some of the realism. You've got the GPS over there on the right. It's pretty easy to follow. I've cycled my in-dash display around so it displays miles per hour now, so I don't have to worry about, I don't have to rely on the HUD anymore for that. Like I said earlier, I've turned that right-hand mirror off. I mean, this is as close as you can get to driving an actual truck without actually crawling behind the wheel, getting up in the cab of a big 18-wheeler, and going across the state of California. Man, we're making some long runs right now. I mean, 600 miles, 700. Hell, I've gone 800 miles already. It's so much fun to unlock the longer distances and just sit back and kind of relax. Turn the radio on. I mean, great radio system in this game. Obviously, I can't play it for you guys because of copyright reasons. But, I mean, it's awesome. The radio feature is underwhelmed. If you get the game, I highly suggest you check out the radio. It's awesome. It's under the R key. It updates live from the internet. It's actual like DJs and stuff. It's just really awesome. I love it. So happy Monday to everybody. See the start of another work week. Last night was the premiere of AMC's Fear the Walking Dead. The reviews weren't overly kind. I think IGN gave it a relatively low score. I think it got like a 6.5. I don't necessarily agree with all the problems they had with it. I don't think it was outstanding. I thought the opening sequence was awesome. It had one of the most creative walker kills. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, but one of the most creative walker kills that we've seen over 6 seasons of the proper Walking Dead show and one of Fear the Walking Dead. I thought it was pretty clever. Definitely worth checking out just for that. Even if you don't follow The Walking Dead, watch the first 5 minutes of it if it's on demand where you get your cable or satellite TV from. It's pretty funny. That was okay. I mean, I kind of like the concept that they've kind of mixed up where the characters are, like the locale of where the characters are battling, trying to survive, which is something we haven't seen yet. I'm not going to spoil it for you again, but yeah, I thought that was pretty creative. Something we haven't seen before. I like the direction they're going with it. High beams are on. We don't need that. Turn the lights on so we can see. Everybody can see us. You can see the trailer, or the lights on the air filter there in the right-hand mirror and the left-hand mirror. A little add-on I've added to the truck. Yeah, personally, I would have preferred to get at least 1 week's break between the proper core Walking Dead show and this one, which is, I guess you could call it a spin-off. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I found myself pretty excited to watch it probably about 2 hours before the premiere last night. I'm like, you know what, I'm ready. I'm ready for some more Walking Dead. I probably should have stopped there and rested, but I don't know how much. Yeah, we're still in the blue. We're good. Yeah, if you're going to play the game and you've got a wheel, as always, I'm using my trusty G27 wheel and pedal set, G27 made by Logitech. I've mapped that HUD display to my steering wheel so I can cycle through it. That's a change I've made since I last recorded a video for you guys. That's been working out really, really well because I find myself wanting to dim that more often than not. Do we have to pull in here? Nope. No rhyme or reason to the way stations that I've picked up on yet. I don't know if they're closed or open. They just kind of tell you like 15 feet before, so you always have to be prepared to slam on the brakes, hit the Jake brake, and pull in there. I don't know what happens if you don't. I assume you get a big fine, but we're not going to find out. I've been pretty good about pulling in and hitting them whenever I get the notification. There's a cop hiding in the bushes there. Very, very sneaky. Going 57 and 55, which is acceptable to him, I guess. Smokey doesn't want to bother me. A lot of TV going on right now. Fear the Walking Dead, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., of course, tomorrow night, as well as The Flash, Arrow on Wednesday nights. I mean, there's just a lot of good TV to keep track of at the moment. And Game of Thrones is coming back at the end of the month. I'm really excited for that. Finally got caught up on last season. I had to watch last season. I had to wait for the Blu-ray release because we moved. I didn't have HBO at this location. Got caught up last week, burned through it in like 3 days. Man, it's such a good show. This season in particular, though, even by this show's very harsh standards, was just absolutely brutal. A lot of interesting characters that we've known for quite a while got killed off. It's tough to watch, you know, but that's simultaneously what makes the show so frustrating is also what makes it so good. Literally nobody is safe on that show from getting killed. No character is safe. does such a good job of toying with your emotional attachment to characters that I hated in seasons 1 through 5. I found myself feeling sympathy for them in season 6, and it really messes with your head. I mean, you just don't know what to think at some points, and you feel guilty for feeling sympathy for these people that have done such awful things in previous seasons. But you can't help yourself because some bad stuff gets done to them, you know. And you could view that as payback, but still, I mean, it's hard to witness some of this stuff and not feel the heartstrings get tugged on a little bit. Oh, she's getting tired. How bad? Nah, we're not in the red yet. Next rest stop we'll pull in, we'll take care of that. Already got it down to 287 miles. Man, we are flying in this Freightliner. Or not a Freightliner, Kenworth. We had Freightliners growing up on the farm, so it's a knee-jerk reaction to call it a Freightliner. Old freight shaker is what they used to call them. Had poorly constructed cabs, and they used to rattle as they go down the road. I'm sure they fixed that by now, though. Another big thing that happened this week was a trailer, the first teaser trailer for, do I have to get off here? Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like I gotta get off here. Hit the Jake brake. The first teaser trailer for Star Wars Rogue One, let me correct that, Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, because that is what they are officially calling it now. The first of the anthology Star Wars films. We broke it down, me and my One Up Club partner, Brian Blystone, broke that down on a podcast last night. A lot of interesting stuff in that trailer. Really a thorough trailer, too, for what is labeled a teaser trailer. Man, I'm pumped for that movie. I might be more excited for that movie right now than I was for The Force Awakens, because it's something totally different. It's off the beaten path from the core Jedi Skywalker storyline. And that trailer was just amazingly badass. If you haven't seen the trailer and you want to go in totally pure, you don't want to know anything about it, go ahead and mute me right now, because I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But spoilers from here on out for the trailer. Can you spoil a trailer? I don't know if you can. But yeah, AT-AT's in there. There's some tons of cool new characters. We got to see Star Wars legend Mon Mothma again. Rest station coming up here on the left that we're gonna pull into and take care of the fatigue. X-Wings. It looked like we got to go back to Yavin 4, the location the Rebel base was set up at in Star Wars, what is now known as Star Wars A New Hope. So I'm pretty pumped for that. It looks really, really cool. Man, the AT-AT is my second favorite vehicle of all time in Star Wars, next to right behind the Millennium Falcon. But yeah, that was so cool. There was like 4 of them on screen at once, which you haven't seen since Empire Strikes Back. Looking forward to that. It's gonna be so awesome. Yeah, I know I'm getting tired. We're gonna pull in. See what we got. Is it a hotel up here on the left? Motel, hotel, whatever. Looks like, oh man, I hope this is a nice, big, wide open parking lot. Let's pull in, take a left here, and see what we got to work with. Obviously, once you unlock the longer ranges, what do we got here? We just pull. Yeah, we can circle around, it looks like. Let's pull in here. Always trying to, like, think ahead, you know, because you're going to have to get out of here with the trailer, obviously. Let's go ahead and take a nap. We get up about 9 in the morning, right during rush hour. Son of a biscuit. That didn't time out too well. Fire the truck back up with the engine key, which is E, mapped to E by default. Let's see if we can maneuver around here and try and get out the other side. Try not to scrape anything up. Don't want to mess up that pretty paint job on this big old Kenworth W900. More importantly, of course, we can fix the truck. We don't want to damage the load because that will knock a lot of your profit down. I lost like $5 grand because I crashed the truck and scraped up. Oh, gonna be tight. You can see in the right rear mirror there on the hood that almost scraped the truck there. Alright, check left. I really want a head tracking device and software because I'm tired of using the mouse to scroll around. The G27 does not have a hat display, so you can use that to look around. That would be really, really nice and ideal for this game. The newer version for the PlayStation 4 and PC has it, the G29 I think it is, but I'm not buying another wheel. If I buy another wheel, it's going to be a Fanatic Club Sport. Lots and lots of traffic. Lots and lots of traffic. Up here, put the parking brake on. That map to my G27 as well. And hang a left and get back on the road. I'll be getting fairly close. About 6 hours left, which is probably 20 minutes in game time, I would guess. Like I said before, everything is accelerated because who would actually want to sit and play this game 17 hours straight? Nobody. Yeah, underrated aspect of the game is how they manage accelerating the time. Look outside the truck. That's a pretty crappy view. See if that's improved. No, why even bother with that? Here we go. Well, looks like we still got the lights on. Pretty good pile of traffic behind us. I did a hell of a job keeping that straight. We can turn the lights off now. It's hard to tell in the daylight if the lights are on. We're speeding quite a bit here. I kind of dig that radar detector. God, my voice just cracked like I'm going through puberty there. It's early, guys. Like 9 o'clock here in Texas. Dallas, Texas, the Big D. Go ahead and hit the cruise control there. I love working in California and Nevada, but man, I would have loved to have seen the game take place in Texas because there's so many cool cities in Texas. You've got Dallas, you've got San Antonio, Houston, El Paso, all over the place, you know. Austin in the middle of the state. Yeah, it would have been a lot of fun. But California's cool too. California probably offers up more variety as far as topography, so that's probably the reason they did it. Supposedly they're going to be expanding into Arizona here soon, so I'm really looking forward to that. I hope they do the entire continental United States. That'd be great. I would love to haul a load from California to New York City. That'd be awesome. Go on and buy the game, support SCS software, make that stuff happen. Buy the DLC, don't pirate it. Buy the game, don't pirate it. That's how the developer can afford to make more stuff, make more games, make more DLC. Just a better overall experience for everyone involved. Some windmills off to the right there, or wind turbines, I guess. I don't think they're called windmills anymore. Windmill is something you see on like a rickety old farm. Really loving the cruise control feature. You can just kind of take your foot off the gas. You don't have to worry about the truck speeding on you. Don't have to worry about any tickets. We're ticket free so far on this trip. Not to jinx it. $4,000 loan installment must have came out while we were sleeping. 11 o'clock in game time. We should be there 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which is about the same time we picked up the load, almost to the second. That's pretty cool. You know, for a $20 game, to get 21 hours and counting, and I'm just going to tell you guys up front, I'm not even beginning to get tired of playing this game. I don't, it's just the same thing over and over again, but just like iconic games like Tetris, you just don't get tired of it for some reason, even though I can't put my finger on why exactly I'm not getting tired of this game. I just want to play it all the time right now. I get frustrated because work and being a dad and husband tends to get in the way. Obviously, I love those jobs as well, but I just want to play more American Truck. I love the fact that my daughter loves to play it with me. She can run the keyboard. She'll like operate the lights, the wipers, stuff like that. The cruise control, I let her do that, and she absolutely loves it. It's a game we can play together. neither one of us are getting tired of it yet. Alright, we're getting off this exit, hit the turn signal, ride the Jake brake. Well, not even an option to go that way. I haven't crossed into the boundaries where that stuff is roped off, so I don't know what happens then. I assume nothing good. I should try it on my test account, which I set up for when my dad was here. He wanted to drive the game, and I set up an account for him so he didn't smash my good truck up and cost me a bunch of money. Gotta watch it on these inclines here. If you don't get up over the hump, the truck will roll back and you will smack the car behind you. You'll get a fine, plus you will damage the load and take a penalty for that. So you just do not want to let that happen. So you're nice and wide. You'll see that little jump there. I used the mouse to track around and look out to the left. Didn't get it centered perfectly, and I've got the interior view mapped to a key on my G27. I just hit that, and that's why it appeared to jump. We're speeding here. Jake breaker down. Want to get a ticket this close to the end. We've only got 103 miles to go. Nice to get a perfect delivery. There's a nice rest stop right there. I have to remember that. I don't know if I've ever been up in this area before. Now, a lot of people have been asking and commenting on, well, it says 65. Why does it say 55 on your GPS? Why is the speed limit 55 when it says 65 on the sign? In California, it's for trucks. Trucks have to obey a lower speed limit than what cars have to. A car can go 65 miles an hour here legally. A truck cannot. Truck has to go 55. Another truck. Looks like he's hauling a load of some culvert pipe. Let's get up to speed. We're gonna set the cruise right there. 56 is good. Real close to the end here. Got a lake off to the right there, it looks like. Now, playing this game makes me want to visit California really bad. I mean, I love seeing different parts of the United States, and California looks really, really pretty. If the game is any indication as to what California looks like, I definitely have to check out California as soon as possible. I would love to get out to like Comic-Con or E3 and check that out. And I've got some friends out on the West Coast I'd like to visit as well. San Francisco, LA, always up for checking out different parts of the country. San Diego was nice, got some people down there. Having spent almost all my life in the upper Midwest, in Minnesota, North Dakota, on the border of South Dakota, Texas, living in Texas and moving down here about a year ago. This is the first time I've ever lived in a different part of the United States. Been to like Colorado. I've been to Arizona a couple of times. Got my in-laws out there. Boston, been there a bunch of times. Other than that, yeah, it's just been pretty much upper Midwest. At 39, I've lived a pretty sheltered existence as far as geographical. Of course, being up that close to Canada, I've been into Canada a couple of times. Been to Mexico, went there on our honeymoon. Jamaica, Grand Cayman. As far as international goes, that's as wild as I've gotten. Panel van passing me on the left. That's okay. El Centro. Yep, never been here before. Just discovered it. Means we've got to be getting close. 24 miles, 37 minutes. We will have our propane delivered. Cash that check at $21,000. Get her wowed down here. Why is everybody else slowing down? Nothing to worry about, I guess. Yeah, if you want to play the game like I'm playing it, with the GPS off or with the HUD off and the mirror, the big right hand mirror turned off, you absolutely have to put those mirrors on the front, especially at least the right one. Put that one on so you can see what's going on behind you. You definitely don't get as clear a view as you do. Let's see if I can add that mirror on there. That's what it looks like. The default game will look like that. But I mean, that's very obnoxious, and it just kind of takes the realism out. So just turn it off, and you'll have more fun with the game, I think. It adds more challenge to it. You know, as you get more comfortable making these deliveries and driving the truck, mix it up a little bit. That's a good way to do it. Merge left, 30 miles an hour. I gotta get this beast woed down. Let's go ahead and turn that GPS on. Keep an eye on this stuff. Go ahead and make a perfect delivery here. I think in the next couple of weeks I'm going to start playing around with some of the mods. Particularly I want to get better sound in the game because I've driven over-the-road trucks before, having grown up on a farm. This doesn't sound like a truck, in my opinion. And the Jake brake noise I think is kind of not that great. Where's the delivery at? Let's see, is it right? Where's it at? Do I have to just drop it off here, maybe? Do I have to check in at the thing? Should be able to just pull in here, you'd think. Drop this thing off. Looks like the drop-off point. Waiting for that hit T to detach sign. Where is it? No, we're just going to hit enter. That's enough for right now. How did we do? We did excellent. We traveled 593 miles. The trip took us 23 hours, 19 minutes. We burned almost 100 gallons worth of diesel fuel to the dot. You know, we're 0.1 gallons less of being an even 100. Cashed a check of $20,147. Picked up 700 experience points almost. We're 3 shy of that. So we are very close to leveling up to level 15. Pretty solid day. So we're going to go ahead and turn off. That's enough trucking for one day. Thanks again for joining me. Let me know in the comments how you like these videos, what you would like to see on the Game-Block YouTube channel. More NASCAR. Do you want to see, we started doing some Super Mario Brother type stuff. Do you want to see more trucking? Your feedback's important, so let me know what direction you guys want me to take this, because I'm doing this for you guys. I want to interact and all that stuff. So